come here, rally, come here, rally, round it, look, look, look.
I should have sent her. Had my fastest runner in there. That girl had a weak arm in the outfield. She couldn't have thrown her out. Why didn't I send her?
Hey.
Hey, Bob, how you doing?
How you doing, Nancy?
All right.
That was a tough loss.
Yeah, it was. I should have sent that girl in the last inning there. I think we would have won the game.
Hindsight sometimes better, you know, but you don't always know whether she's going to score. She probably would have in that case, but, you know, if Tammy had gotten a hit, she'd have scored then, too.
That's true.
But with 2 outs, a lot of times, I know you gamble more than if you got less than 2 outs. But it's just hard to say. I was thinking when that situation happened, and I'm doing a clinic next Tuesday night for some recreation coaches here, and it's about strategy and situations like that, like coaching third base in a single to left field with a runner on second or something, and how do you make the right decision? And, you know, of course, you can't always make the right decision, but, you know, how do you have a better chance of making the right decision if you know what to look for and stuff like that.
Well, that sounds good. If I'm not doing anything, you mind if I come by?
No, I'd be glad for you to.
Okay.
You know, do if you can.
All right, great.
Okay, I'll see you Tuesday night.
All right.
All right.
It helps. You know, the more they can do, it all works out. It helps them all the time. Hey,
Bobby.
how you doing? Glad you could come.
Thank you.
I think that's, yeah, there were supposed to be 7. That's everybody. Why don't we go ahead and sit down and we'll get started, because Nancy was the one, that's the last one. I think that's everybody that's coming. Appreciate all of you coming to the clinic tonight. We're going to be talking about something that's really very important to you. I know most of the time you want to come and hear about pitching and hitting and throwing and fielding and base running and those kind of things, but strategy is something that has a lot to do with whether you win or lose a ball game. Strategy actually comes from a couple of Greek words. Didn't really know this till I started giving clinics about strategy, to tell the truth, but it comes from a Greek word stratus, which means army, and another Greek word ego, which means leader. Strategy, therefore, is like the word for army leader. You're not an army leader. You're a leader of girls or boys or whatever playing softball, but you are a leader, and you do make strategic decisions. Now, generals and majors and sergeants and lieutenants make strategic decisions that are a little bit more significant sometimes. They determine who wins a battle, who wins a war, and which nation's free and which one's not. You make decisions, though, that are pretty much the same, but they just concern ball games and what players do and whether you win or lose ball games. So that's really what strategy is, making decisions that help to determine the outcome of a ball game or a battle if you happen to be an Army leader, but you're not, again, as we said, an Army leader. Now, those decisions need to be based on 4 categories of information. One is your team, second is their team, the third is the situation, and the fourth are the conditions the game's being played under. An old Greek philosopher named Socrates one time said, "Know thyself." Well, Socrates had not coached softball long enough to know that there are other things besides thyself you need to know about. He was 25% right. In addition to knowing thyself, you need to know about them, the situation, and the conditions the game's being played under. And we're going to look at that right now. The situation we want to look at is where there's a runner on second base and there's a single to left field. You're coaching third base, and you've got to decide whether to hold that runner up at third or send him home. And we want to look at that situation in detail based on the factors we know about your team, the other team, the situation, and the conditions the game's being played under.